tell me how you got your start into entertainment, because I know you have like the YouTube venture, you also did music, you magazine, podcast. I mean, tell me how you even got your start.
So I started off really young, and I started off in competitive cheer and dance.
Okay.
And then I decided to branch out a little bit and try singing along with my dancing. So I dropped a few songs. And then after that, I branched out a little bit more, and I wrote a book that was inspired by one of my songs.
Okay.
Then after my book, I wrote a magazine.
Yeah.
And my magazine, I decided to branch out and to try interviewing, and that's where I became a media correspondent. And then somewhere in there, I just became an influencer.
So your name's Daytime, but what is your actual name?
So my real name is Day.
Okay.
That's my first name, just 3 letters.
Yeah. And then you just put time with it and was like Showtime. Was that kind of like?
Sort of. My mom got Daytime because she likes to think of me like, the light in the room. And I guess it just made sense to put time behind Day to, further elaborate that. So.
Right. I love that. Okay. And then you dabbled into music when you first hit the scene. You had a song, I Saw My Tutu. It was cute. Tell me like how you got into music, and what your goal is like moving forward with music.
That's a good question. So I got into music because I was always like singing and dancing around the house. So I was doing everything around the house, flipping, skating.
Yeah.
And I just decided to get in the studio one day and just write a song about, what I loved at the time, which was tutus. And then I had 2 other songs called Hair Bows and Skates, which was another thing that I was, obsessed with. And then there was also Best Friend, which at the time that's my best friends.
Yeah.
So I just wrote a bunch of songs that I like that were inspired by a bunch of things that I loved at the time. Right. And loved, going around dancing and singing. But now, I don't know. I feel like I would drop a song just, for a little bit of variety, but to actually pursue it as a career, I don't know if that's for me. I love this, hosting bubble and media correspondent stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, it would take a lot for me to like swap out.
All right. So if you were to drop a song, who would you put on the feature?
I don't know. On the feature, I feel like I should probably choose somebody who's like in my genre. I mean, not my genre, like my age group, like my generation.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are not in my generation, that's something that I don't do. I feel like I should get into that a little bit, but definitely somebody in my generation who's like, whose voice would complement mine.
Okay. So like, we gotta throw a name out there. Like, who are you thinking? Like, who?
Trying to think of somebody who I know that's like my age, who I would do a feature with. Like, I have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm like, I cannot think of anybody.
It's so bad because a lot of my friends do music, and I can think of nobody except for one person who's a rapper. His name is YNWB Slime. We're friends. Okay. If I did a song, maybe I would put him on a feature, but a lot of my friends do music. I feel like such a bad friend right now.
Listen, don't judge her, okay? It was an on-the-spot question.
Yes, very on the
spot. So I know you said in a previous interview that you have 2 brothers, or I think it was one of your Q&As, you have 2 brothers on your dad's side, but pretty much you were raised as an only child. So from one only child to another, tell me what that was like. Tell me how that kind of shaped you into who you are today.
Growing up as an only child was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. There was always a time where I was asking my mom to, have a baby, but now she's just harassing me to get another dog, which I don't want. So yeah, that's that. But growing up as an only child was pretty fun. My mom and I have a pretty close relationship, and we're kind of like sisters, to be honest. And she's just, she's
probably like, nah, I'm your mama, okay?
No, she thinks that we're the same age. It's hilarious. But we have a really good relationship, and I wouldn't change it.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about your dog, because your dog is everywhere. I think Deco, am I saying that? Yeah. Okay, see, we here. So what kind of dog is it?
So Deco is a Maltese Yorkie, and he's about 2 pounds.
And how old is he?
He's about to be 3 in September. So he's in his terrible twos right now, and then he's about to, go over to terrible threes. So
right, and you take him everywhere, like everything, everywhere I see you, you have him.
Because it's only right that I travel everywhere with my dog. Like Deco, I call him my son because, he's my son.
Yeah.
It's only right for a mother and son to travel everywhere together. So I just make sure that he's in my bag. Beyonce's like, I got hot sauce in my bag. I got Deco.
You got Deco in your bag.
Everywhere.
I got you.
Exactly. Deco has been everywhere with me. Like,
what has been your favorite trip with Deco?
My favorite trip with Deco, I did a ski trip recently, and Deco came with me to the mountains. It was not his first time in the snow, but he was in the snow with me. I wanted to take him tubing with me, but I felt like I was gonna fall, so I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't stay with my mom. He still got to watch me snow tube and stuff like that, but I take him everywhere.
I see. He's so adorable. And you said are you thinking about getting another dog, or not right now?
See, my mom wants another dog, but she already complains that I take Deco everywhere. So if I get another dog, it's going to make that harder. And I'm not trying to make life hard for my son. So right. I'm dragging it on as long as possible, just, having one dog, because when that second dog comes, nobody's going to see Deco, and that's unfair.
Got it. Okay. Understood. Yeah. I'm a boy mom, and everyone keeps asking me, like, am I gonna have another? And I'm like, I think I'm good right now. I think I'm straight. So I definitely understand. But you're a teenager, but you don't have a normal teenage life at all. No, so what's that like? What's different about it? Like, I know you probably have friends that have a normal teenage life, or more normal, you know what I mean? So what's the difference?
I definitely think amongst all my friends, we all do different things, and you would expect us to kind of have like similar lifestyles, especially some of us that are like in the same career field, right? But not necessarily. I think that we all just work out as friends because we understand what each other's lives are like, even though they are different. Like me personally, I wake up in the middle of the week, I have different live classes that I have to attend because, I try to stay studious and I care about my academics. So I'm always like in a live class or, working on content when I have other friends that are like constantly in the studio or, also at home. Or some of my friends are in the industry and they're in school from 6 to 3. Like, how does that work? I don't know.
So are you not in school all day?
I am in school, but online school, not in-person school. Yeah, so I have a few classes that I have to, sit at a computer with my camera on for, but not the entire day. It's usually just like 1 to 2 hours in the morning, and then I can continue on with my life.
Right. And was that because of the pandemic, or you always did virtual?
I started virtual school in 3rd grade. 2nd grade was my last year of regular school. I was in a charter school back home in Atlanta, and I did that from kindergarten to 2nd grade. Okay. And I not dropped out, but I transferred to virtual school back in 2nd grade because that's when I started to take, the industry a bit more seriously. Right. I think that's when I had dropped my 2nd song and I was going on school tours and talking to kids at schools. And it just made sense to, give the boot to regular school and join the online party.
Got it. Yeah. So not a typical teenage life at all. No. Do you wish you did? Do you wish you had a typical teenage life?
Definitely there are times where I do, just because everything has its pros and its cons. And one of the cons right now for me is socialization. I'm not antisocial. I'm not like one of those not weird homeschool kids, but there's like the homeschool kid stereotype. Right. I feel like there's a little bit of that in me, and it's just like breaking out of it now that I'm like a high schooler and I'm about to graduate and I'm interacting with way more people on different levels. It's just like me trying to tap out of my homeschool social life and tapping into a different one. That's definitely something that I'm working on. But other than that, I wouldn't change it. I love being homeschooled. I'm actually graduating in like 2 weeks, so I don't know what I'm going to do with my.
Where are you going next?
So the plan is college. I have two dream schools here in LA. The first one is UCLA and the second one is USC. So we're working on that now. I'm
Okay, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm getting started on my college application so late because I did not know that I was graduating this year. If I knew that I was graduating, then I would have, prepped last year.
So wait, how did you not know you were graduating?
So since I've joined high school, I've been taking college classes at my local community college.
Okay.
So I've been doing dual enrollment, and I don't know, my counselor had just decided to go through all my credits at the end of December. So she didn't talk to me about it until back in January and was like, oh yeah, you're pretty much done after this. And I'm like, huh?
Oh.
So yeah, it was very short notice, but I don't mind, to be honest. I didn't mind graduating high school 2 years early. I feel like high school was something.
Yes, 2 years early. We're gonna take a break for that. Congratulations. That's dope.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely wanted to take my time in high school just to get my experiences in. But I do think I have had my handful of experiences, and it's not the end of the world. Like I can still get, high school experiences out of high school because I'm, same age as a high schooler.
Yeah.
No, I'm still experiencing things, but I don't mind. Homeschool is definitely one of my favorite things.
So have you thought about so you have really a 2-year gap until most people, or until you need to go to college. Have you thought about just taking a break?
From school? No.
No? Okay.
I love school too much to just not do it. Definitely, I would not be surprised if I did maybe like a half year gap just to figure out what I'm going to do about college, since I didn't have, that additional time to prep.
Right.
But a gap as a whole, I don't know about that. I've been doing regular school from fall to spring and then summer school for as long as I could remember.
Oh, got it.
So not doing school would be kind of bogus for me. I don't know.
Okay, you feel like you got ripped off a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did this really cool pink prom, right?
Yeah.
So where did that idea come from? How did it get started?
Yeah. So, me not having regular high school experiences, right. I have a lot of friends who haven't gone to prom. And in that year specifically, a lot of them didn't go to prom, not because they were homeschooled, but because of COVID. So right. COVID had finally started to wrap up, and it was a bit more safe to, have gatherings. So I decided to give myself and my friends who had never had a prom before prom. And I gathered a few friends, made a committee, and we, pinpoint, made some great ideas and suggestions, and we came up with a pink prom. Yeah. It was the most fun thing I've ever done. We named a prom king and a prom queen, a best dressed, a best dancer, everything that you can think of. And a lot of it was sponsored by the Wish House, which is this huge mansion in Bel Air.
Okay.
Best prom I've ever thrown before. I feel like I should throw another one.
I was gonna ask, is this gonna come with a line of parties for you?
I don't know. I keep getting asked about it. I feel like it's definitely time to throw another one, but right. Graduation first. So we're gonna go throw a graduation party, and then maybe after that, I'll come up with some more concepts for prom ideas and things like that. So,
okay. And then who attended this pink prom?
Literally every influencer, every teen influencer that you can think of in LA.
It was packed.
End of discussion.
It was packed. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you went to your prom this year. So that was last year. Yeah. You went to your prom this year. Was it different than the prom you threw?
I don't know. Okay. So my prom that I threw in LA, it did not have an after party. And the prom that I went to in Atlanta had an after party. And
it was lit.
The after party.
Yeah.
The icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And I would have thrown an after party for my prom, then maybe they would be, neck and neck. But my Atlanta prom was definitely more fun, just because it was a new experience. It wasn't like I created it. I just got to go have fun with a lot of my friends that I grew up with from middle school. So that was, right. Kind of iconic. But I don't know. I think they're both really cool. But my Atlanta prom was definitely unmatched. But also, it may just because it was in Atlanta. Atlanta energy is totally different from LA. So
I mean, because you let people know you're a proud Georgia peach. Okay. So
yes.
Tell me about the difference between Atlanta and LA.
First off, the food. Okay.
I knew that was gonna be the first thing.
Yes, I don't even like food for real, but I know when I go to Atlanta, I'm eating 3 meals
Hold
a
on.
day.
How do you not like food for real though?
It's just like sometimes food is overrated. Like you could think about having a meal. Like let's say you see somebody on Instagram eat shrimp Alfredo. You go out of your way to go find a restaurant or even make some shrimp Alfredo. And then you eat it and it's like, I went out of my way for this. It's not worth it.
You're not capping, because I saw burrito tacos on like Instagram, and I was like, oh, I need some burrito tacos. Oh, I need some burrito tacos. And like, I just went to any restaurant that had them because I didn't realize like they aren't all made equal. And I was like, oh wow, like it just brought it down all the way.
See? And it's just like, that happens to me on a regular daily basis. And it's like, you know what? Give me a fruit roll up, get me some Doritos and a fruit cup. I'll be okay.
No, I need you to eat more, okay?
Oh, noodles. Noodles are my favorite food. You can never go wrong with some ramen.
The creamy chicken is just...
Yeah, that's where... But when I'm in Atlanta, literally the first stop off the plane, juicy crab, Zaxby's, what else? What else do we not have in LA? American Deli. Anything in Atlanta, I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much like, so do you ever want to go back?
Moving back?
Yeah.
Probably
not. You'll turn up, but you gotta come home.
My home. Yeah. Atlanta will forever be my home, but moving back, I don't know. I like to explore a lot. I don't even know if I'm gonna be in LA for the rest of my life, but I know I did spend 13 years in Atlanta and I want to spend maybe 13 years here. I know I want to be in college here. Okay. So maybe after I finish college, I'm not going to move back to Atlanta, but maybe I'll move somewhere else like New York or maybe even out the country. I just like to explore a lot. I'm very adventurous. I feel like this is a homeschool trait. I don't know, but I'm just very adventurous. I want to explore and try new things. So Atlanta, maybe when I'm settling down, in a few years, but now I'm on a roll. I'm not going back home.
Okay, understood. You got a lot of stuff that you got to do, so you're not trying to go back anytime soon.
Exactly.
So you did a lot of red carpets. And I've seen your interviews and I know people mainly ask about your red carpets, but I'd like to ask, what's been your least favorite and most favorite red carpet moments?
Okay. Least favorite red carpet moment, but it's also one of my favorite red carpet moments. It makes the carpet special.
Okay.
It's like being on the carpet at first is so boring. And it's like you wait for the carpet to get started, then the carpet gets started and it's slow and your feet are hurting. And then out of nowhere, everybody who you want to interview is on the carpet for literally 20 seconds. They walk through super fast and you're like, hey, excuse me. Yeah. Like, can I talk to you? And it's the most nerve-wracking thing ever because trying to flag down people who you really want to talk to, along with your feet in excruciating pain from standing there. It's the weirdest thing ever, but it's really what makes the carpet one of my favorite things ever. So I definitely think, being on a carpet, standing up for hours and hours is not my favorite part. Right. But it makes it special. So I think it's also my favorite part at the same time.
Okay. So you talked about your feet. What are some, like, for people that want to cover the red carpet, what are some tips? So like, is there a certain shoes they should wear? Is there
That's a good question.
Or, like maybe they should get a mic that clicks to their phone? Like, what are some things they can do?
That's definitely a good question. I feel like for the carpet, wearing heels is definitely a no. If you want to bring some heels for your photos, that's a different ball game. But to actually just stand in heels for all of your interviews when only the top half of your body is going to be shown.
Got it.
Unless you, need to practice your heel game, then maybe. But no, I usually wear slides or no shoes at all on the carpet, which is kind of gross. But, you gotta do.
Okay. And then anything else that like is a tip that people need to know on the carpet? Like, is there some makeup things, like make sure, because it's hot, like, is there anything?
Definitely knowing your stuff on the carpet and being aware of your time, because I know sometimes I've been so excited to interview this person that I've always wanted to interview, I'll forget that there are other people on the carpet who I also really want to interview. So being careful with your time is definitely something, and knowing what you're talking about, that's really important, because why not?
Right. Okay. Awesome. And then what's been your craziest red carpet experience?
My craziest red carpet experience, there's only one interview that comes to mind. I interviewed Tiffany Haddish here in LA.
Okay.
When I first moved here, like one of my very first interviews here. And she was doing a panel or something. And I asked her what she wanted her audience to leave with. And she gave me one word, and I didn't know what the word was at the time. And then she left. I was like, I can't even.
What was the word?
Follow-up question. The follow-up, the word was edification, I think. She was like, I want my people to leave edified. And she's like, I know you don't know what that word means, but go home and Google it. And I was just like it took me to process what happened. I was just so shocked. Like, one word.
So when you were editing, like when you had to get your package together to send in, like, did you add some slides? Did you couple it with something else? Like, what'd you do with it?
I probably just cut it out after that. I don't even know, to be honest. I'm still in shock to this day that she just gave me one word, and I'm looking for one word that I could just give to people like that, because I feel like that was low-key iconic. Like,
yeah, if you could just answer one word and walk away, like, yeah, you definitely are icon. And then you also, I mean, girl, we got a lot of stuff because you also have a Snapchat show. Like, how did that come about?
So recently I applied for this program with Snapchat called 523, and it's a program that's created by Snapchat to aid a bunch of businesses that were, needed a little push. So I applied and I got accepted. It's me and 18 other people, I want to say. Okay. And those 18 people and myself, we got a show. So the 523 program gave us a platform to create the show of our dreams, which was a really big dream come true for me, because for the longest time I've always wanted my own talk show.
Okay.
So 523 gave me the platform to create the talk show of my dreams, and so far it's been going so smooth. I've just been, talking about the latest Gen Z tea, but soon I'll be adding special guests, so that's going to be super duper fun. It's going to be a nice list.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. I've seen that you said that you want to do talk show, and that's something that you would like to do before you graduate college. And so that is dope that you applied for something and you're getting like really your feet wet into that and creating your own show, and you're running a show. So congratulations on that. That's super
Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I wanted to save it for last because I know a lot of people love your skating. You know what I mean? So I first of all, I need skating lessons because you be too smooth. I'm for real. Like,
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. So give me the backstory. Like, how'd you start?
I started skating. Like I said, I did competitive cheer and competitive dance. And sometimes after cheer, my mom would think that I still had too much energy. Okay. So she would take me to the skating rink and let me skate for a few hours. And then I would go home and knock out.
Right.
But after going skating so many times a week, it was like, why not learn something else? So I started skating around the age of 4. I had those skates that you just, attach onto the bottom of your shoes. And I would just, walk my way around the rink. And time after time of playing tag with a bunch of guys that I did not know, I was like, hold on, there's so much more to skating than just playing tag. Like, there's different styles, there's different tricks. And I really started to get into it. And then skating once a week became my thing. And I started learning. I found a skate family who began to teach me different things about the skate world. And here we are today. I'm in love with skating and making skate content. Yeah. And that's actually what I'm about to go do after this in my prom dress. So.
Oh, okay. So Atlanta, is not a stranger to skating. That's really y'all's staple in a lot of ways. Sure. So like, who do you like that does skate in ATL?
Okay, let me shout out a little bit of my skate fam.
Yeah, please.
First, first is Black from Role Models. Then there's also my auntie Camille, who does a really good job skating too. She's a dancer, so she's taught me a lot of my dance moves on skates as well. Then there's both of the CCs. There's Skate Fantasy, and then there's CC the Realist, and a bunch of other. Then there's also like my skate friends that are children who don't really have like, you know, skate Instagrams, but they know who they are because those are my buddies.
Okay. Yeah. You got a whole crew with you.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah. So we talk about these parties and you throwing a prom. So when is a daytime skate party hitting Cascade or?
Okay. So Sparkles is my main rink. I love Cascade, but you know, Sparkles is where I was taught everything. So definitely there's got to be a skate party soon. I've got to work on that, to be honest. Maybe I should throw one in the summer. I don't know. I'm getting new ideas.
I'm just saying, it seems like it's a time. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure. I'll definitely keep that into consideration. I'll dream about it tonight, and then maybe in the morning I'll have something, you know?
We're manifesting it today. Okay. And then not only did you talk about one of your own talk show, right? But I heard that you also want to be a surgeon. So those are two totally different career paths. Like, tell me about it.
So for the longest, I've really liked, you know, surgery and doctor stuff. I actually just finished Grey's Anatomy, greatest show in the world.
Listen, you know, you'll cry like you know these people, okay?
Surgery has always been an interest of mine, which is crazy because I hate anatomy. That's what I'm taking right now, and it sucks so bad. But anyways, surgery has always been something that stuck out to me. So I just thought it would be fun to pursue as a career. I am a bit tied up with my media correspondent stuff right now. So hopefully in college, if I have a bit of spare time, I'll, you know, do that on the side a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest.
Wait, you want to be a surgeon on the side?
I mean, or maybe a nurse? I don't know.
Understood. Listen, you have a lot of time to figure it out, if we're being honest. So I say just like enjoy life and do you, girl, because you're doing it right. Okay.
I'm thinking it out right now.
I understand. So I think you said you do your nails, right? Yeah. Do you have any like, do you plan on doing like selling your own press-ons?
Press-ons, I'm not sure, since those are not really my forte. I usually like polygel and acrylic and Gel X. So those are kind of my thing. I don't know. I've always thought about it just a little bit, but actually like going through with the plan, I don't know. That's a lot.
I don't know. I mean, just coming up with your own signature color. I mean, it'd be cute. It'd be real cute. Okay. And then your clothes, your hair, you just have a look and a vibe about you. Who styles you? Tell me a little bit about that.
Usually it's me and my mom putting stuff together. I did my hair today, but my mom probably picked up the stress. So it's really half and half. We work together as a team. We don't always agree, but we get the job done. And most of the time she does it.
Yeah. Tell me about this mother-daughter duo. You talk about your mom a lot. Like you say she's like a sister. What's it like working with your mom?
My mom is definitely a character. I'm a Pisces and she's a Taurus. So we're supposed to be like best of friends, but in reality, we bump heads so much. And we work through it, but it's just really interesting to just work with your mom 24/7. I love it, but sometimes it's like, let me take a nap and I'll get back to you.
I understand. Mom, I know you have some comments back there, but
yeah, she does.
I'd like to know, if you got a chance to shoot your shot at a celebrity, who would it be?
See, okay, I'm really bad at keeping up with the celebrities that are my age, but if I was the same age as Jack Harlow.
Why did I know you were gonna say Jack Harlow?
I just like the way that he talks. Like I've been studying his videos lately. Okay. And if I just walk around, start telling people I love them, just know where it comes from. Like,
okay,
that's what I'm on this summer. It's not hot girl summer, it's hot Jack summer. Okay.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then has anyone ever tried to shoot their shot at you in your DMs, in your message?
Yes.
Okay, they do. What do you say?
Sometimes I respond back and sometimes I don't. But when that Ice Cube trend was going around, or not the Ice Cube trend, like the snowflake trend, I got a lot of snowflakes. And then I also got a lot of basketballs because, you know, like shooting the shot, you know.
Yeah. Do you
stuff
feel
like that.
It's like, okay, in situations like that, if somebody slides you a basketball, is it corny or is it cute?
It's both. It's corny and cute.